Carter goes in motion off the center. Will hand off to Barnett. No. Ellington keeps it. Puts his foot in the ground. Gets ahead for the first down. Slips away. Touchdown. Beautiful run for the quarterback, Dan Ellington.
Goes by the last name of Tungo Vailoa. That's Talia, the kid brother. And he'll hand to Jerome Ford. Here's Ford down the sideline. Not going to catch him. Jerome Ford for the 37-yard touchdown to blow the doors wide open.
Defender.
Now they can play a little safer, but they're not going to. Nix is back, throws it downfield, caught, touchdown, Williams! And the legend of this legacy quarterback at Auburn is born in his college debut. A touchdown pass with 9 seconds to play.
Their last timeout. It's 3rd and 17. Don't you think you got to run it here? Use that last timeout. 3rd and 17 is a hard ask.
If you do, you still give him 2 minutes, but no timeouts. You do have a veteran in Ellinger running the offense. But first, what can Burrow do with his 3rd and long? Over the middle, complete to Jefferson. First down, on his way, and that might be the knockout punch.
Operation. 3rd down and 6. Snap the ball. Wilson throws it deep. Oh my goodness, receiver wide open, caught in Tennessee territory. Simon inside the 30. Clock is running down. He's tackled at the 16 with 7 seconds left. The clock will stop to reset the chains, and then BYU will have to get up there and spike the ball. But how did the receiver Simon get that open? They're over the ball, and they spike it.
Timeouts called due to communication lapses, not being able to line up, assignment errors. Jeremy Pruitt is just beside himself on this sideline.
33-yard attempt by Oldroyd. It's good. Wow, Tennessee thought he missed it, but it's good. 1 second left in regulation. We're tied at 16.
Run the ball up inside with my big running back, Tyson Williams.
Yep, it's Williams. Pushing toward the end zone, and no signal yet. Now there it is. Touchdown, BYU wins, and an absolutely horrific, gut-wrenching loss for the Tennessee Vols, who had it with about 30 seconds left in regulation, but couldn't hang on.
Clock wouldn't start on the return, so it bears repeating. Last time Cal has won here in Husky Stadium, 2015. They won 30-24. Jared Goff was the quarterback for the Cal Bears. From 17 yards out, Greg Thomas. For the lead, snaps good, kick, good.
Windows are tight in the red zone, but just be smart with it.
Russo stopping, throwing across, wide open, one-handed, Yeboah! Touchdown, Temple! The Russo family And the Temple Owls fired up.
4 or 5 seconds to find a guy in the end zone. And for Jackson, at least make sure you give your receiver an opportunity here. Might get lucky with a PI.
Jackson. Rush comes. Throws for the end zone. Caught! Out of bounds! Incomplete! And Temple has held again!
One and a half.
Run weak.
High snap. Benjamin reaching for it. Did he get in? Did he get past? I believe the officials are going to say no, that he's short, but they do stop the clock with 50 seconds left.
Wow.
He was reaching. Hits touchdown. Touchdown, Arizona State.
Ruling on the field is a touchdown.
Here's the call.
Replay, it's a big play, so they're just going to confirm
over the goal line. Touchdown.
Shot range, really. Lewerke. He's got Stewart. There he is. First down in field goal range at the 25.
That's kind of who they are, Tim.
Yeah.
I think that's their culture.
We get a bad snap. 42 yards. Clock winding down. Snap spot. Kick is good.
Previous play is now under replay review.
All right, now
determining the number of players that were on the Michigan State
They're going to
team.
sort this thing out.
And then one.
After review,
It's 12.
Michigan State had 12 players on the field when the ball was snapped.
Wow.
That's a foul for illegal substitution. 5-yard penalty. Replay, 4th down.
Got to do it again. He hooked it. Arizona State wins it.
In this type of situation, obvious passing down. They've looked in the direction of Michael Pittman throughout most of the second half.
Slovis going to throw. Zips it. Passes tip. If it's picked off, the game is over. It is intercepted. Gawolaku got it for the Cougars.
But he's probably going to get a lot of attention down here.
French is on the bench. Surprised to see that.
UCF's perfection is dangling on a 4th down and 3. Davis. Matthews. Got it! Pickett caught it, and Pitt ties the game! What creativity!
Who goes trickeration on the goal line with the game hanging in the balance? Boise State a few years ago. But otherwise, my goodness, how about that? Pickett on the receiving end.
Kessman has missed 2 field goals, but not this one. Look at the smile for that kid. And the mob. Adamitis, his snapper, right in his face, and Pitt has put UCF on the edge.
Bottom of the screen right here.
This is the ball game if Notre Dame doesn't get a first down. Brooks in trouble. Giving chase. He's just going to lay it up in the middle of the field. And it's knocked down by Georgia. DJ Daniel got a hand on it. And you saw the exhale from Kirby Smart on the Georgia sideline.
In a long time. Hit from behind and the ball is out. And the Bruins have recovered. And the return of Keyshawn Lucier South with the exclamation point. And a 6th takeaway for the defense.
On 4th and 6. Monster flushed. Monster's got to get rid of it. And he will fling it. It's on the turf.
And no matter who comes up with the ball, Arizona State is going to win this game. The Sun Devils defense comes up with the stop, and the Bears fans know that their undefeated season is going to come to an end.
Been so good today. They're out of timeouts. 37 seconds to go. From the 19, Hicks drops way back, got rid of it, almost intercepted. Buddy Johnson had to go right through his hands. Second and goal. Williams puts his head down. No signal yet. Now they do. It's a touchdown. Touchdown, Carolina. Within a point. And the Tar Heels are going to go for two in the lead with 1:14 to go.
Guy standing right next to Matt. Before the signal was called, he had his fingers in the air with two.
No timeouts remaining for the Tar Heels. They had a 2-point conversion against Wake Forest. Can they get it here? Powell sprinting out, gets hit, and doesn't get in. The ball is fumbled anyway, recovered by Clemson, but the Tigers remain in front with 1:17 to go. Carolina's out of timeouts. For all intents and purposes, this baby's over. Clemson will survive.
Final 10 seconds of this third quarter. Warren again, hole in the middle. 40. One man to beat. Another move. Brought down at the 11.
Big boy Michael Warren, 220-pound running back. Got a little bit of wiggle to him. Making some men miss. Getting all the way down inside his opponent's 10.
Using lit. I think that's pretty tame for the Urban Dictionary. Ritter going for the score. Touchdown. Flag on the play. Alec Pierce on the receiving end for the Bearcats. And we got to see which direction this flag is going to go in.
Looked like initial signal was on the defense. It'll obviously be declined.
Pass interference. Defense number 14. Penalties decline. Result of the play is a touchdown.
And a huge play coming off the break. A little double move stutter on the outside. Got the defender on his heels.
They will not call that. So you really get like an extra half second there.
Perfect. Here's a bounce out by P. Ryan. LaMichael P. Ryan tight ropes the sideline. He's going to take it for the Gator touchdown. 88 yards.
Fourth down and 10. Young and Goodson in the backfield. Goodson has been terrific out of the backfield receiving. Stanley in trouble. Stanley retreating. Stanley throws. Caught. Goodson gets to midfield, dives forward, but won't have enough. And the Michigan defense holds. Don Brown brought pressure again.
Adjusted a little bit better. That's a touchdown on the front pylon.
So now Rodrigo Blankenship from 42 to try and extend the game. He pulled it! Unbelievable! South Carolina wins!
come back in for this play at least. It's going to be Andre White playing his spot in the middle. 1st and 10, Alabama. Tagovailoa going to go long sideline. Got it. Touchdown, Ruggs. Henry Ruggs gets in the act. It's the 4th touchdown of the day for Tua Tagovailoa.
Bengals have defended their goal line. 4th and goal. Ball game here. Option look. Trask. Slammed to the ground by Chason. LSU makes a stand, and they're going to survive tonight in Death Valley.
With Blake Hayes to hold, this will be a 39-yard try for the win. They're holding their breath in Madison. They're holding their breath in Champaign. They'll let you know.
Start. They fake the inside run. They throw it to Jalen Red. Is he in?
I don't think the ball crossed the plane.
Big hit by Trent McDuffie. Now they signal touchdown.
And they flip it out to Jalen Red right away. Does the ball cross the plane?
Yes.
Yep, sure does.
Jacob Easton's been outstanding. Runs away from the pocket, throws, has Cade Otton. Looked like they didn't have anything. Bunch of big 3rd down plays. We've seen some key 4th down plays as well. Looked like he got across the line to make. They're going to give him the 42. Terrell Bynum has had a very big day. Their leading wide receiver, a deep threat in Aaron Fuller. Pressure again from Dye. Easton steps into the throw. Caught to the 35-yard line. They got most of it back, but they're 3 yards short. Within 3:58 seconds to go. Oregon by 4. Easton throws incomplete. They want a flag in Seattle. They won't get it. Trying to get it to Puka Nacua. The Oregon defense holds. They take over on downs. And they're about to take a huge step toward the Pac-12 North title. The true freshman, Mikhail Wright, had the coverage.
He bumped him, too, on the way to the ball. There could have been a call for...
Patterson, long throw, sideline. Catch made. Collins banged out of bounds, but it's a 1st down at the 32. Patterson, pump fake, looking, dips it short, catch made, 1st down to Collins. Patterson across the middle. Ball juggled and caught by Eric All, the freshman tight end. Patterson escapes, delivers, incomplete in the end zone. Bell couldn't come up with it. And Penn State makes a stand.
Well, I thought Shea Patterson, Chris there, did about all he could do. Puts it right where Ronnie Bell can make a play, and it just goes right through his hands. And Michigan squanders an opportunity. To Minneapolis, November 9th.
That's it. Clifford sprints off. There's some pushing and shoving, some fighting right at the end here. But the fireworks are going off, and the clock is counting down. Penn State outgained big time, outplayed in the second half, but a true test of toughness on both sides. A memorable battle here tonight.
Yeah, unbelievable game.
Brooks is right in the middle of the field.
And that's the guy, Bob, that you run Phillip Brooks either way the ball gets kicked for a tip.
Burkic. It squeezes through. Brooks after it. It's loose. Does Oklahoma have it? It looks like the Sooners have recovered.
After review, the ball was illegally touched by number 8 of Oklahoma at the 44-yard line, 1 yard short of the receiver's restraining line. It'll be Kansas State's ball, 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line.
And that will do it.
the 7. Empty backfield. And Joe Burrow run this.
He's got a run box. Only 4 in there, 5 blockers.
He will, and he's going to score. Touchdown, LSU.
Yeah, you've got the numbers. You've got a run box. You count the number of players that the offensive line has to block.
And how about that note right there for Brock Purdy? A school record 38 completions. 37 the previous mark. Sam Richardson, 2014 against Toledo. And that's intercepted. Abad Bamiga. So Purdy picked off. Another linebacker makes a play this time. The redshirt junior, Amen Abad Bamiga.
Then that clock stops. You have a chance to spike it and maybe throw a Hail Mary. I would say you want to try to get to around the 50-yard line on this play if you can.
Yeah, about 20 yards away. Over the middle. Right once again. Might want to look at the sideline. Oh, the clock's going to wind down. The Baylor defense gets the stop, and the Baylor Bears are 8-0.
Pool closest to the
pressure coming
lineman.
here. Pressure coming here.
On the right, fake to Armstrong. Run, book 5. Book up to the end zone. Touchdown! In book. Jonathan Dorr has made him all season. He has worked on a distinct routine. Visualization, he'll look down, take a deep breath, he'll twirl that left arm 4 times. He'll step forward for the go-ahead point. Bad snap! Oh, what a job by Brent with the holder! And the Irish take the lead. Forget the kicker. The holder's the rock star there.
He's to the top of your screen. Here comes the blitz. Fromm throws, completes it. Eli Wolf, the tight end.
What a play. And Jake Fromm had to throw it flat-footed. Brad Stewart undercut the throw, but Eli Wolf, right here, I think that's him. He comes out, Stewart tries to get underneath it. He does not. Watch Fromm throw it. He can't step into it. But the transfer from Tennessee may decide the Florida-Georgia game. No way to step into that throw. Sometimes you just have to throw it flat-footed, and he did.
And the Bears, back to pass, looking, over the top, he's got a man, fleeks, and overthrew him. Now they bring out John Mayer. So they put Mayer out here from 51. Got it. And it's Brewer keeping it to the outside. Brewer lays the shoulder, dive, touchdown, Bears. What a tough run. Their defense was on a long time. Duggan to the end zone. Got a man. Thrown. Out of bounds. Out of bounds. He didn't control it to the ground anyway. To Valence Hunt.
Viewing the play, the receiver controls the ball while airborne. You get the hand down in bounds. The receiver survives contact with the ground. You flip the ball up. It is a touchdown.
3rd and goal. Olanalua puts his head down. Bulls in. Horned Frog, touchdown. Brewer, throw over the middle. Caught. Mims, touchdown. Sick'em Bears. Brewer looking up top, then comes back to the bottom to Platt, and Platt makes the grab. Chuck that Baylor likes. They throw the fade and caught. Denzel Mims. Why he wasn't on Mims that time. Hasty in motion. He got the rock. No, it's a fake. and thrown. Incomplete to Mims. Wells is in the slot. The game. Duggan. Throw to the end zone. Incomplete. Baylor remains unbeaten. They come into Fort Worth and get the win.
Great start here. Minnesota with the Vikings. Tremendous college player at Ohio State. Three-man rush. Clifford again has time. Throws, and it is intercepted in the end zone by Jordan Howden.
Third down and 2.
Field goal makes it an 8-point game, but they don't want a field goal.
And Burrow keeps it. Joe Burrow might be a Heisman moment right there if he hasn't produced enough of them.
And this was a read all the way. The zone read, and he keeps it. That is LSU.
Edwards-Helaire. They will score. Touchdown.
Trayvon Diggs right at the end tried to go to rip the ball out. And that's why Edwards-Helaire was able to break the tackle. Watch this, a straight arm, and then he goes for the rip out and not the tackle. What an answer, what a drive. Let's go there and die. Not Joe Burrow, he changed it along with his head coach, and we'll get into that in a second.
Meanwhile, Tua Tagovailoa going deep on his first throw to Smith. Devontae Smith, he's gone. Touchdown, Alabama. 85 yards. It ain't over. Bullivus has it teed up as he'll kick it sideways to the right and the top of the screen. Takes a pretty good hop, but it's handled by Justin Jefferson.
Nice catch, right?
One of his best of the day.
Yes, it was. Beautiful execution of the onside kick. If Alabama gets a 3-and-out and stops them using their timeouts, there will be roughly 20 seconds left in the game.
The big thing for Joe Burrow, especially on that last drive. Edwards-Helaire dragging Alabama tacklers with him. First down.
That's the game. They can take a knee now.
One in the country. I don't know how you don't say with LSU's resume with a fourth win over a top 10 team that they're not the best around.
Absolutely. The committee will reward them coming here to win this game on this field. And I said for Ed Orgeron, his vision was, and he knew that he had to go with this program through Alabama. And a new era of LSU football didn't start until they beat Alabama.
He said, we're coming. They came in today and got the job done. Fourth down. If Georgia stops this, it's ball game. Set to fire again, or will he? He's not going to get it off. He's sacked that time by Trayvon Walker. They finally get home, and their coach hits the turf in celebration on the sideline.
He settles back in coverage.
Brewer almost bobbled the snap. Now fires, and this one is intercepted. Given a second chance, Bonito makes the pick, and a takeaway of all things is going to seal a massive comeback victory for Oklahoma. 5 games
than a takeaway. They had two enormous takeaways in the second half. Benito sprints down to the corner with the Sooner fans. We're going to celebrate a sweet comeback from 25 down.
Of averages at some point, it has to happen. But each game, each play is in and of itself. We got a young kicker, a kick he's made many a time. Blake Clark is the holder. This is from 36 yards out. Connor Asali. 4 seconds left on the clock for the win. He's got ice in those veins. Iowa State finally wins a close one.
The group, including Pickens, the freshman, down to the bottom of your screen. Fromm throws quickly, throws perfect to Pickens. Touchdown, Georgia.
That's it. We have so much more to play for, so many difficult physical games in front. Wouldn't want to expose him to an unnecessary hit. So this is probably going to be the last drive of the night for Burrow.
Keep it on the ground with Edwards-Helaire, and this is going to be a quick drive. What a move by Edwards-Helaire at the 10. Shook the defender and scored from 26 yards out.
Got Bill going to come from behind for a month. Now with the lead, they're getting a little wobbly. Back downfield, shot to Ayuk. A foot race. They won't get him. Wow.
You don't want it to be a 4th and short where the quarterback can run it. 3rd and 21 from the end zone. Hooker. The ball came out. Virginia has it. Touchdown.
This will be a 30-yard attempt, much like a year ago, but that was in an easy, breezy win for Alabama. This is at Jordan-Hare with a crowd going wild. Bullavis for the tie. Kick is on the way, and it hit the upright. It's no good. He hit the left upright.
Comes on the field. Remember, leading punt returner in the nation versus the worst punt return.
It's 4th down and 4. They're in a regular formation here with Nix. Just going to try to draw them off sides, I guess. And they're saying that Alabama jumped.
Did they touch him?
If they did, it's a first down.
Yep. They got it. I think they had 12 men on the field. That's why they didn't jump off sides, but they lined up, and Alabama had 12 men out there.
Legal substitution. Defense, 12 players in the formation. Forcing the 5-yard penalty. That results in a first down.
How about that? How about a way to end a game? I don't know if I've ever seen a game ended with too many men on the field.
There you see the changing of the guard.
Remember, there's 1 player deep to return the punt, and there's 11 players in the picture. That's 12.
Bo Nix is saying, count him, count him.
He just misfired.
They bring a blitz. Is this the record tire? Flag down. It's a touchdown for Jamar Chase. And if it stands, it's the 44th touchdown pass of the season for Jimmy Burrow's son, Joe, to tie the SEC record.
That penalty is declined. The result of the play is a touchdown.
This battle is in sharp focus. Burdell right up the middle, breaks free. C.J. Burdell heading for the end zone. Can they run him down? No! Touchdown, Ducks! 70 yards.
championship picture.
I think you got to get the quarterback out of the pocket, maybe roll him to the field here. They rush forward, drop everybody else, and they still get there. He got the throw off. It's incomplete. And Oklahoma is the Big 12 champion again.
In the game, but he had sacks for 23. So Fromm's on that bench saying, hang in there, it's still a game.
So in the entirety of the South Carolina double overtime loss, which they gave the Gamecocks 20 points in their only loss of the season, LSU's got 20 right now. And we've still got almost 20 minutes left to play. Here comes a blitz on Burrow.
They give him chase, and he somehow escapes again. And now throws late on the run. Got it! Justin Jefferson. Gonna run out of real estate, but it's first and goal for LSU.
Brad, I want to ask you a question. Can you have two Heisman moments in 1 year?
I think after 60 years ago when Billy Cannon won it, I think we just saw the next Tiger to win it in 2019. Look at this play.
Way to win 28 in a row this season.
Here's Dixon. Wow, that looked easy. Lynn J. Dixon, right through the heart of that Virginia defense. 23 yards for another Clemson touchdown.
Away from breaking one of these.
Second down, sprint out, Fields, squares, looks, delivers, touchdown, KJ Hill! In his career as a starter, combining Alabama and Oklahoma. Powerful 218-pounder. Looking to throw it in trouble. Wrapped up and down in the arms of Caleb Chason. Most of that in the second half of the year. First team All-SEC after the play fake, the slant, the catch, and the touchdown for Justin Jefferson. It was a big loss. They go quickly. Plenty of time for Jalen. Single coverage. Deep ball up for grabs. And caught by CeeDee Lamb. Near the goal line with Jacoby Stevens in coverage. They exploited it with the deep throw. Hurts likes to run it in down here. He gave it to Kennedy Brooks. Touchdown! He powered his way in. After the 51-yard pass play, got them to the doorstep. Obviously, he feels good. They've trained him. He just has not had any practice. But obviously, the treatment has worked, and he feels pretty good at this point because it did not show any signs on those two runs. Jamar Chase now lined up on the left hip of Burrow. He feels the rush so well and throws for a touchdown. Terrace Marshall, after the quick checkup when he hit his head, back on the field into the end zone. It's 13-7. Led by a touchdown. Jamar Chase has been very quiet so far for LSU. Burrow, plenty of time. Running out of time. Retreating. Murray tries to help rush as he reaches the sideline. He lobs it up, and it is caught by Terrace Marshall. As he tries to set the single season completion percentage mark. And into the game at 77-9. That would be the record. Throwing deep. Has him in! Another touchdown! Jefferson hangs on this time for 6 points. He just said they had so many dropped interceptions, balls that they've had their hands on that they couldn't come down with. Burrow dodges the rush, going for Jefferson again. It's another touchdown. And he beat Woody Washington, newly into the game for the ejected Radley Hiles. Well, Woody Washington, I mean, he was beat right away. Woody Washington, first time in the game, they went right at him, and they're exploiting the matchups, and that's good coaching, good play calling, and good quarterback.
This is some trickery. They need a big play, and instead it's intercepted. Picked off by Kerry Vincent, intended for Nick Basquin.
It's such a slow developing play that by the time Jalen threw it in the football game, and it's a huge one on 3rd and 17.
22-yard gain. Burrow deep again, on target again. Jefferson again. Touchdown again.
For Oklahoma with that beef inside.
It's a lot of size to try to move. They do run outside. Hurts a nice fake, and the touchdown for Oklahoma.
Really nice block by CeeDee Lamb. They bring the tight end in motion and lead him as a blocker.
On target, wide open receiver. Thaddeus Moss with one man to beat. Touchdown! Pat Fields could not get him down. Pat Fields got mossed.
Chance to go into halftime with another touchdown.
Burrow fakes it, throws wide open, touchdown! Terrace Marshall this time.
Same play they scored a touchdown against Georgia in the SEC championship. It's a bunch formation, and Terrace Marshall looks like he's going to block and then just kind of slips out.
Joe Burrow will be watching, and undoubtedly he'll be cheering for Ohio State. He said he harbors no ill will toward the Buckeyes. Had a great experience there. He wants a rushing touchdown, and he has it. He's thrown for 7, and now he's rushed for 1.
We kind of got a double push from Justin Jefferson and Chris Curry. Good blocking on the right side of the line. Then watch Jefferson and Curry both get behind him and help him into the end zone.
Now, that is a play I definitely would not have run in this situation.
Very honored, very privileged to be one who did.
Tyrann Mathieu, one of those, although he did win the Bednarik Award. Don't want to leave out our colleague Ryan Clark. We're going to miss several because they've had many, many greats. Jalen Hurts avoided the rush, trying to pick up a block, lunging for the pylon. Touchdown.
Yeah, just a great play by Jalen Hurts. Eluding the rush. I mean, Jacoby Stevens came unblocked. Watch Jacoby Stevens. He's going to come right here unblocked. And Jalen Hurts has got to escape from him first of all. He does that. He gets a little bit of a block from Rambo, not really, just got in the way a little bit, but he knew how to get that football to the pylon, and the AT&T pylon camera gave us a great shot of it right there. Voted team captain.
That's the thing that meant the most to Jalen. TJ Pledger, the touchdown for Oklahoma. Jalen Hurts said, yeah, we've talked to him a number of times. It almost sounded as if he was saying of all the things he's accomplished, he was most proud of that. Yeah. That in a short period of time, he had earned the respect and belief of his new teammates. Bud Wilkinson and Benny Owen and Chuck Fairbanks and Barry Switzer. We mentioned Bob Stoops. John Emery into the end zone. Highly recruited true freshman. I think he thought he'd be more involved in the absence of Edwards-Helaire, who, if you're just tuning in, played sparingly. The good news for LSU, didn't aggravate that hamstring injury. Emery said the other day in the local paper here, this is going to be my coming out part. Yeah. You're hurt certainly by the depletions of the roster in this game, but hurt more by the amazing array of talent on the other side of the ball. Yeah.
And LSU is going home to New Orleans to play for a national championship on January 13th.
Rest of the Ohio State offense with the play calling and the tempo.
Fields again looking to throw. Loops the ball up. Leaping catch by Garrett Wilson down inside the 10 as the freshman makes a play.
Unbelievable catch by the true freshman from Austin, Texas. Boy, he went up, made a great effort. Oh, got his right hand, he got his left hand down there. Looked like his left hand may have touched before the right foot came down. Watch his ball away.
So Blake Hubbell, very reliable kicker with a chip shot. Ohio State driving at 71 yards in 10 plays, only 2 running plays, but Clemson stout as usual in the red zone, holding Ohio State to 3. So Trevor Lawrence coming up. Tigers first possession, Buckeyes on top 3-0.
Tim, to help out Ankrum, the tackle on that side, before he released to go out for his route.
P.T. Potter, the sophomore kicker, has been solid this year. This is near his career long of 51 from 49. It slid wide right. Ohio State defense gets a stop. Clemson comes up empty on the opening drive. Dobbins in the clear. Off to the races. Can they run him down? They cannot. Touchdown, Ohio State. Buckeyes have been tremendous defending on third down all year. Opponents under 30%. Lawrence, they pick up the blitz, but the ball is batted down at the line of scrimmage. Tyreek Smith got in there. The other defensive end figures to make plays tonight if they pay too much attention to Young.
Yeah, John Simpson, the left guard, 74, starts to work to his left to help on Chase Young. Ohio State blitzing Proctor. They get some one-on-one opportunities. And Smith, kind of on a stunt to the inside, has that linked himself at 6'4" to go up. Timed that perfectly to knock that ball away. Isaiah Simmons moving around here.
They're expecting an interior run. Instead, it's Dobbins around the corner and into the secondary. Off and running again. Dobbins finally tripped up inside the 10 by Tanner Muse, but the Buckeyes threatening. Clemson force another red zone chip shot field goal attempt. Crowd the line, try to come after Fields, but he loops the throw, diving catch, touchdown, Dobbins. And the Buckeyes are flexing and stretching the lead.
Lays out, but let's watch the ball to see where that football hits. Yeah.
After further review, the pass was incomplete. Therefore, it's 4th down and goal at the 5-yard line.
Significant reversal in the right call by the replay booth at this stage of the game. 17-0 with the way Ohio State's controlling both sides of the ball. First a field goal attempt here to go up 13. Very, very different for Clemson.
Buckeyes only kicked 5 field goals out of the red zone all season long. They scored touchdowns 59 times, but this will be the second time tonight they've gotten close and had to settle for 3.
Red zone kind of bows up there to force these field goals.
The only thing keeping Clemson in the game have been these stops in the red zone. Bill tries to make it 3 for 3. This from 33, dead center. And the kick is perfect. Ohio State showing some pressure. Now they bail. Lawrence hit anyway. Sean Wade off the corner. And Lawrence is still down. Took a hard hit.
Sean Wade came from his star position over the slot on the left-hand side. Nobody picks him up. Chris, that's what you said. On that fake count, Wade showed blitz, but they did not. They still didn't pick him up. And Lawrence, I mean, Wade's going full speed into Trevor Lawrence there.
Number 24 of the defense is charged with targeting. The penalty is 15 yards for the previous spot. It includes an automatic first down. By rule, number 24 is disqualified for the remainder of the contest.
So Sean Wade is out for the remainder of the game. He would be eligible to play in the championship game if they get there. But the penalty will move the football into Buckeye territory.
This is really significant. You're talking about a player that has first-round ability. He's playing over the slot. You know, they didn't have him in the Michigan game, and they toyed around with moving Damon Arnett. I brought that up to Jeff Hafley. He said that was a mistake. If it happens again where Wade can't play, we're going to keep Arnett on the outside, and we'll bring in different players to be able to play over that slot.
Pitch to Etienne. Can he get the edge? No, he's turned back, but does well and scores standing up. That was all Travis Etienne on his own. The Tigers finally on the board. And now Dobbins hit in the backfield and dropped. They can't convert on 3rd and 2. The Tigers, freshman Tyler Davis got there to stop him.
Good job by Tyler Davis, but James Skalski also walks up into the line of scrimmage.
So Penn State's victory earlier today, Big Ten 3-0 in bowls at the moment. Lawrence took a peek downfield, had a lot of room, and breaks a tackle, and is still running. Lawrence in a foot race. Will they catch him? Touchdown Tigers! Wow! A game-changing play. "67 yards. Proctor had a chance to stop him, but the big fella got out and galloped all the way home.
What a call by Clemson again.
Spires to punt. Wilson standing at his 45. Buckeyes come after it, and they knock the punter down. Now we'll see if it's a 5 or a 15-yard penalty. If it's the 5-yarder, it wouldn't be a first down, but if it's another Ohio State personal foul, it could be another crucial mistake.
It looked like a personal foul to me. I don't think he ran into him at all.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense number 26. 15-yard penalty for the previous 5.
Yeah.
That's Cameron Brown, backup corner. Another mental mistake, and Clemson's drive is now prolonged.
That's right. Olave, Cameron Brown, Ohio State dials up the pressure with Clemson pinned back deep by their own end zone. The AT&T pylon cam showing you the contact there, and that is not running into the punter.
Ross split wide left. And look left, flip back in traffic. Etienne intercepts the tackle. Etienne into the secondary, knifing to the end zone. Tigers take the lead.
Remember?
53 yards. Failing in their last 5 third downs. They need 8 here.
Where's the pressure coming from?
It's picked up, and Fields delivers, intercepted. Simmons dancing down the sidelines, made the key pick, the first turnover of the game. And they bring pressure, they get him. Baron Browning from the linebacker position, and the Buckeye defense makes a crucial stop.
Well, they move Chase Young to the inside and bring Baron Browning. Chase Young is here. Baron Browning, the linebacker, here on 3rd down, and they can't double team Chase Young. It's one-on-one with Baron Browning. He's able to get there. Chase Young as well, and a good call there by Jeff Hafley, moving Chase Young around.
Hafley said the faster the game, the bigger the role for Baron Browning. It's a fast-moving game right now, and number 5 makes a huge play.
Laps down. If he pulled that, he walks for a first down.
Day not hesitating. And on 4th down, Fields again tries to bait the defense. Throws end zone. Touchdown, Olave. And OSU reclaims the lead.
Well, they got a matchup that they wanted in a gutsy play call by Ryan Day. Nolan Turner, who's a great safety, but he's matched up one-on-one against Ohio State, maybe their best route runner, Chris Olave. It's a mismatch. You can see he gets that separation, and a good throw by Fields as he leads him into the end zone, but well-designed play to get Olave matched up against Nolan Turner.
Give the Tigers a very long field to try to drive for a potential go-ahead field goal. Hit very high with backspin. The coverage team trots down there, and it actually bounced off a Clemson Tiger. It hit Kendrick. He was fortunate to maintain control. Wow. From the 6, T-Law takes over. Under serious duress. They fake it to Etienne. Lawrence steps up and delivers a strike across the middle. And it's Amari Rogers who's still running. And he's down inside the 35. Waited all night to make a big play.
Chris, really interesting here to watch the quarterback work from his left.
38 yards on his first catch tonight. They're already in fringe field goal range. And Lawrence, thought one, dumps it over the middle. Etienne in space. Etienne to the 10, Reeves, touchdown Tigers! A championship drive from the defending champs.
He's been running and running, and what does that do to the linebackers? They're going to come up to stop that quarterback run game. See him up here? Here is Etienne. He just sneaks behind that. Look, well designed, and there's Etienne in the open field again.
To build the lead to 6 inside of a minute 50. 94-yard touchdown drive on 4 plays. Empty backfield. Lawrence flushed, chased, fires to the end zone, catch made by Higgins, and they convert the 2 and build the lead to 6. Once again, poise from Lawrence, who on the move found his favorite target. Strength on strength. The Buckeyes have been great up until tonight in the red zone. Second downfield, scans downfield, fires to the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nolan Turner. And the Tigers are not going to be dethroned tonight. They'll punch their ticket to New Orleans. Olave fell down. It was easy for Turner.
I think Olave miscommunicated with Fields.
Avery Atkins, a sophomore from Auburn, Alabama, to boot it away. Travis Etienne hoping he'll have a chance against all odds to return this kick. Comes from Jennings, Louisiana, about 100 miles away. Tigers versus the Tigers for the title. Should be a lot of fun. It's a line drive that lands a few yards behind the end zone.
He's backing off now.
Blake Bucket 2.
Here he comes.
And they've got Lawrence for a sack back at the 36. Delpit, Kirk it was who got through.
Well, I think Clemson felt they had him.
Second down. Lawrence has still got it. He's got a stand-up touchdown. And the Clemson Tigers draw first blood in the Superdome. They're saying he's very short.
Yeah.
But very effective. Now Burrow going to launch downfield for Chase. Who's got it? Touchdown, LSU. It took a while, but the Bayou Bengals offense says join the party. Rodgers motioning across. Dixon is the back, and Lawrence is pressured. Flips the ball to Dixon at the last minute. Dangerous play, but it worked out. Caught it from 51 twice. LSU's field goal team ran on very late. The kick is away, and it is good from distance. As the sophomore delivers a harder to chase. Gotta hurry. Here comes pressure. Burrow scans and takes off. And he's in the clear and now slides down. He is a dangerous runner. NFL draft grade does Fulton. 24-yard gain. And a handoff to Etienne who bounces it. And scoots and still going. Etienne tight roping into LSU territory. Delpit finally forced him out.
You know, as good as rate to 36 of LSU.
Big chunks of yardage. Lynday Dixon on a reverse. It's Higgins. Lawrence throws a block. Higgins is off and running. Breaking tackles, banging off people. Touchdown. Clemson stretches the lead. Wow. One catch so far for -1 yard. Clemson brings the pressure. It's picked up, and now Burrow is launching downfield, and it's Chase again who's got the catch, and again fighting inside the 5. Terrell was beaten again. He did save the touchdown.
See, if you're
far to the left, Tigers have yet to convert on 3rd down tonight. One of those big 4-point plays. Burrow looking to run, escapes and scores. Well, they got the Fab 5 playmakers, but you got to keep an eye on the quarterback too.
It looks over, everybody on the same page.
Burrow from the pocket, launches to the end zone, caught, touchdown Chase! And LSU takes its first lead tonight.
Right here.
Burrow takes off and gets in the clear. Gets a block, makes a cut, and is knocked out at the 5. That's gutsy without a timeout.
Burrow's got that internal clock. If he's throwing, it's out in less than 2.5.
Here comes pressure. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown! Thaddeus Moss just standing still. And LSU stretches the lead before halftime. Etienne again. Muscles. Touchdown, Clemson. And they slice into the lead. A perfect start to the second half for the Tigers.
Here at Clemson, analytics tell coaches to do some things like this.
Lawrence ducks under pressure, delivers, caught. Amari Rogers has got it. And that's their first successful 2-point conversion. And it is suddenly a 3-point game. Only one defensive lineman, but Skalski comes streaming through. Now, can Chase get there? Yes, he can. Sidesteps a tackler. He's got a convoy still running down into the red zone. An enormous conversion for LSU.
Watch and be blitzing and be effective.
First and go, an immediate test for this Tigers defense, minus their leader. Burrow backpedals, flips it far side. Catch made. Moss. Is he in? No signal. Touchdown for a second time. The tight end has found the end zone. And momentum swings back to the purple and gold.
T. Higgins remains in the locker room for Clemson.
1st and 15, late pressure, completion Etienne, and it is blown up by Patrick Queen. A loss on 2nd and 9.
They're bringing it.
Burrow's got time, launching for the end zone, jump ball, touchdown, Terrence Marshall. And Burrow believes that was a crucial play to stretch the lead. He's going to go away, and he'll be tough to replace. His 4th down play, Burrow flips it in the flat. Edwards-Helaire is going to get it, and a lot more. And he'll stay in bounds again, down inside the 15. And Joe Burrow, speaking of the state of Louisiana, coming down here, embracing this state and these people, spelling his name with an E-A-U-X on Senior Day. Kirk, he will be able to walk across the bayou without getting wet for the rest of his life. You talk about a living legend as his parents embrace. It's going to be hard to find a match in the sport's history. I mean it.
I agree with you, man. I agree. Be a fan. Tailgate. Hang out. Little did he know what was in store for 2019 with his son.
They're pretty stoic. They don't shed tears any more than their son usually does, but it's been a tearful end of the season for LSU. Victory formation in the final minute.
By the way, class move there by Coach Owen. Shows the respect he has for Dabo and for Clemson to take that knee instead of trying to put another one in.
Well, it's a trifecta that very few have achieved. Win the Heisman, perfect season, national championship. As they say in the bayou, laissez le bon temps rouler. Let the good times roll. LSU sits on the throne of college football. And as they knock out the defending champs, an offensive onslaught, 628 yards. and the supreme confidence, the swag of this team in white, purple, and gold. Kurt, they backed it up tonight.
They came in. I've never prepped for a game of this magnitude and felt a team as confident as LSU coming into this game.
Me neither.
Ever. And you didn't know if it would blow up in their face or if it would end up being true. As you see, they had a feeling of what was going to come tonight.
The confetti shower inside the Superdome, and somewhere down there, Tom Rinaldi with a happy Coach-O.